and what I found was as disgusting as it was shocking. Ben was an absolute fraud. I was introduced to the true Ben Azoulay, a monster. Ben was not leaving Israel to go to Thailand because he had the flu. He fled Israel because he was wanted.
So this asshole, Ben the PDF file Azoulay, you guys remember that piece of shit, right? The Shaolin monk trained cream of some young guy. Secret weapon? And yeah, he taught him how to use his secret weapon so good. Things were shooting all over. They were even hitting the ceiling. So yeah, he trained them real good, that asshole. Well, you know what's going on now? Remember that video he made saying he wasn't a PDF file? He never did all those naughty, dirty things, right, in those documents? Well, he deleted that one, and then he goes and puts a new one, thinking we're all a bunch of assholes and we don't remember what he said in the first one. But Benjamin, do you really think people can forget all the shit that comes out of your mouth? Because your mouth is so full of shit, right? You better start loving eating it when people see what I do to you now, you asshole. But that's not just it. Your whole life is full of shit, and I'm going to show everybody all the lies you've been trying to keep from them, and something else new. Your business partner, your former business partner, shared a story with me, and he told me you're wanted in Israel for doing bad shit to another girl. Wait until I tell you guys this story.
Hello there, my name is Avi Ezra. I have worked with numerous reputable and honest people in the self-improvement and holistic health space, but I have never encountered someone quite like Ben Azoulay. Lies, the deceit. It was the first time I had ever completely cut ties with someone in a business venture.
You guys remember when I made the video showing the documents and the conviction of Ben Azoulay and his two-pump chump brother Dylan? And yeah, he's a two-pump chump. Some girl unfortunately had experiences with them, and she told me all this. Well, you guys remember I showed you guys all that stuff, and Ben put up a bullshit video denying it all, saying it was all bullshit, but then took so much heat, so he pulled the video down. Well, now he put up a new one thinking we're all idiots and we wouldn't know or remember the things that he said in the first one. Well, I couldn't watch that video, the new one, for more than 2 minutes because I can't help but look at this asshole and not think every word that comes out of his mouth is a fucking lie. And you know what he's saying now? He's saying the girl and her parents are all lying, and then he thanks me for bringing this out to light because he never knew any of these things happened.
I spent the last 6 weeks of my life digging into a case that happened to me almost 20 years ago. You see, there is an asshole guy out there who decided he was going to destroy my name. But I gotta tell you, I'm absolutely blessed that he did what he did. I would have never found out the things that I just found out. You see, the first video that I made for you was just me going off of what I remembered. The information that John Bravo got was from the case that was a civil case, a case that I never even knew existed. I would have never known the whole story if it wasn't for John Bravo. I would have never known what actually happened that night. I appreciate the work that you did. And thanks to you, I actually found out how innocent I was.
Then it gets worse. He has the nerve to say that the girl and the family owes him an apology for not just ruining his life once, but again. I can't believe the things that come out of this asshole's mouth.
From the bottom of my heart, as much as I'm fucking pissed off at this fucking family, I feel bad for H. H had a very fucked up childhood with some fucked up parents. And H, if you're watching this, I would love for you to apologize to me and to my brother, because you know nothing ever happened to you. And it's very sad that me and my brother and my whole family had to go through this. And if you ever want to give us a call, you ever want to message me, I messaged you on Facebook saying I just want closure for this, because I got fucked for this when I was 18, and now I got fucked for this again. Although nobody did anything wrong to you. And stepping forward and admitting the truth is something that only a grown-up could do.
Then after that, he went on a podcast tour. Remember, he wanted me to join him. I didn't want to join him for anything. And he goes on there and he starts talking about me. And he says that I'm a failed film school student.
Johnny Bravo sits here and talks about other people, but the truth is, he wanted to be a filmmaker, a film producer. He didn't make it there. He became a YouTuber. The editing is good editing. He puts in the work, but he should definitely change his content.
Well, I never went to film school. I started editing and filming just by making YouTube videos. But if there's anyone who failed school in life, it's you, you F student asshole. It was so bad for you. You didn't graduate and had to get a GED. But that's not all. You even failed at trying to become an actor. You thought you were gonna be the next Van Damme or Steven Seagal, but you couldn't act for shit.
Azoulay over here with the 11 Talent Agency. I'm based in Los Angeles, California. My hair is brown, my eyes are hazel, and I'm 5'11". Today I'll be playing the role of Brooks, and this is my take. Carter! No! No! Brooks! We're under attack, Cap. Carter and Folk are down. We tried to raise you, but radio seems scrambled somehow.
Who engaged?
I don't know. It looked like enemy troops. All black armor, bulletproof jacket. I unloaded on them like at point blank range, and nothing happened. They didn't even flinch.
Everybody get ready. We're in there.
Get back! Those are the things that blew Malloy away. They blew her completely apart. Don't get near them. Don't let them touch you.
So you're not just a failed student, a failed actor, but you're a failure in life. And now I'm going to explain it to people here in a moment. But there was something else you said. You said, I reconstructed my face to look like a cartoon.
This guy is highly obsessed with me. In my opinion, he's a guy. I think he's attracted to me. His whole face has been reconstructed. He was also in jail and arrested multiple times.
Well, I broke my nose like 3 times, so I had to fix my nose. That's the only thing I did. But one of the times I broke it because I beat the shit out of somebody like you. I wasn't born that way. But you were born looking like an asshole with that Pinocchio nose, probably because God knew all the lies you were going to tell. So he just made your nose big from birth. And you had to fix your nose because you were tired of people making fun of you and calling you gonzo. So you were just born looking like a fucking asshole. Now, many people reached out to me when I first started making these videos on you. In fact, I've never done a story where this many people, relatives, ex-business partners, ex-girlfriends, ex-sharmutas, I've never had so many people reach out to me about information about an asshole like you. And one business partner in particular, okay, he even went on video explaining things which I'm going to show you, okay? He said, you're a bum. You pretend to be rich when you're not. The apartment that you actually film in is a fucking hotel. You live in a small apartment with you and your girlfriend. The Lamborghini is not yours. It's your piece of shit 2-pump chump brothers. You put up these stories on construction sites because you do roofing or some shit like that, and you pretend they're your house when they're not. So you pretend and lie about everything in your fucking life.
Ben, before creating this cacophony of lies for YouTube and Instagram, was a carpet cleaner. He lived with his mother. To this day, he still lives with his mother. He is not a self-made millionaire. He does not own a bunch of real estate to enhance his portfolio of other investments and diversify. And if you even have a simple intellectual conversation about basic fundamentals of finance, he is lost in the sauce.
But then, this is where it gets worse. I mean, we all know about the things that we have shown about you and your brother and all the fucked up things you have done to women and girls, right? And to be honest with you, I've only shown about 10% of it. And your business partner now reveals information that I didn't know about you going to Israel, and you're wanted by a family who wants to beat the shit out of you for what you did to their daughter.
Both Ben and myself went on a trip to Israel. At the restaurant Ben chose in Tel Aviv, everything exploded. Ben decided he was going to start talking about how he's spending his millions in Beverly Hills very loudly so that other tables could hear. But I started to notice he was sweating, looking around constantly, very suspicious behavior, especially for someone who is in counterterrorism. Why are you looking around at everything? But it all made sense a couple of seconds later when the waiter came out and went ballistic. Lama atakan, why are you here? Why are you here? How dare you come to Israel? How dare you come to our family's restaurant? Ben zona, sharmuta, lama achshav. Why? Why are you here? Why right now? We were told to leave. In the process, the waiter smashed a bottle. 2 or 3 employees from the restaurant separated Ben from this waiter. I pressed Ben for answers. What on earth could have warranted a response like that from the waiter? Several hours had passed. Ben had missed many of my phone calls after that. Went completely incognito. Then he calls me randomly saying, I'm in Thailand. I have the flu and I'm coming out here to the jungles for the cure. I reached out to a buddy of mine who is former Israeli intelligence, who actually was in one of those clear type units, to do a little bit of digging on Ben. And what I found was as disgusting as it was shocking. Ben was an absolute fraud. I was introduced to the true Ben Azoulay, a monster. Ben was not leaving Israel to go to Thailand because he had the flu. He fled Israel because he was wanted by the brothers of a girl he had done something very wrong to. I can only speculate what that thing is, but it was enough that they wanted to beat him within an inch of his life. In fact, the waiter was this girl's older brother.
So Ben, you remember how you were thanking me in your last video because I brought things to light that you never knew about? Well, you should be thanking me again, because I've only shown about 10% of all the shit I have on you with the fucking receipts, because you guys know I don't fuck around. So if you want to thank me, that's what you should be thanking me for. So I think, for you, the best thing for you to do is to say you're sorry, get off social media, and shut the fuck up. Because if you keep on pulling this shit and telling more lies and your nose is going to end up growing again like Pinocchio, you're not going to like the rest of the shit I'm going to do to you, you asshole.
As it turns out, Ben has never been in the military or any government agency in Israel or America. Ben is not qualified to be cleaning teeth, let alone in a clear unit, having a top secret security clearance and fighting bad guys all over the planet. Ben has lied about everything he has ever said, and the instant I found this out, I cut ties with him, and I went into his WhatsApp group of all of the people he's coaching, and I told them, you have been scammed, get your money back instantly.
So you, the viewer, watching right now, somebody like John Bravo, who only makes hateful content. Do I want to watch influencers that will improve my life? Or do I want to watch John Bravo, who sucks the energy out of me and doesn't help me get anywhere? Because I'll teach you how to make money. I'll teach you how to get rich. I'll teach you how to have any fucking woman you want.
Guys, thanks for watching. Please hit like on my video.